Hello, my name is Neil Donahue, and I am the Senior Director of Advancement at the Catholic University of America. Welcome to this episode of Cardinal Perspectives, a series featuring in-depth conversations with alumni, students, faculty, staff, and the extended family and community of the Catholic University of America. Today, Casey Burford, volleyball head coach, discussed Catholic University's volleyball program and how alumni can give back to current student athletes. After earning her Bachelor of Arts in Health and Physical Education from Rowan University in 2014 and her Master's of Education in School Counseling, Casey coached volleyball at various colleges and universities at the Division I and Division III levels. She took over the team at Catholic University in August of 2024 and won 15 matches her first season. Burford led her squad to a 3-1 win over Susquehanna in the first round of the tournament to earn the program's first win in the Landmark Conference tournament since 2013. Two players also earned spots on the 2024 All-Landmark Conference second team. We're so excited for you to hear the conversation. Let's get started.
Hello, my name is Tyra Wilson. I'm here with head coach of the women's volleyball team, Casey Buford, and we're going to do a little interview. So let's get right into it.
Great.
You're obviously heading into now your second season as the head coach at Catholic University. How has the experience been for you so far?
The transition to Catholic was, very easy, very seamless. I was welcomed with open arms, not only from the athletic department, but the campus community as well. My team really embraced me. I was, a last minute, coach added to the program. So I know that they were a little worried about what was going to happen, but they truly embraced me and bought into what I was bringing to, develop our program. And I think that just speaks to Catholic as a whole is that everyone is welcoming and wants what's best for people when they come to be a part of their community.
I definitely agree, and I would echo that statement. And I can say that they definitely bought in because you guys, earned your first playoff win since 2013 in the program. So, what was that like for you guys? And does that kind of paint the path for what you want the program to go towards in the future?
Yeah, that was a big highlight for our program and our team. And I think being a younger group, it was helpful for them to see, oh wow, we can do this and we can be top contenders in our conference. I think coming from that, it's just a matter of the culture and consistency and making sure that we were coming into practice every day, giving it our all, making sure that we're holding each other accountable and being competitive with one another. I think that the consistency also with how we were entering the gym and leaving our worries at the door was a big thing that we talked about. And the gym is kind of our sanctuary and a place that we can be ourselves and pull out the best in each other, and really just work as a team to make it to the top.
Yeah. And I think you described a lot of good things in there that feed into a culture, but are there any maybe defining characteristics that you would pull out that speak to it specifically?
Yeah, I think again, like the competitiveness, holding each other accountable. The team bought into everything that the coaches were asking of them, which I don't think is an easy thing to do, especially if some of them are set in their ways, or if we have newer freshmen, unsure of what to expect of playing at the college level. But yeah, I think that overall, building a community and culture of trust and bringing out the best in each other was something that we really focused on.
Yeah, and I think it really shined through in the group. Moving on, not only as a former student athlete yourself, but as a head coach and all of your coaching experience, how do you think that experience of being a student athlete, really prepares the students for life after college?
I might be biased, but I think student athletes are the best employees that someone can hire. Being a student athlete, you are equipped with a bunch of skills and life lessons that maybe not everyone gets. You're learning to be resilient, you're learning to be accountable, how to communicate with your coaches or teammates, how to take feedback from others, whether it's your coaches or teammates or even professors, and talking about that communication piece again. They're missing class sometimes, so making sure they're proactive with things. All of those things translate into the real world after college, and I think being a student athlete, you're equipped with a toolkit for life. It's something that you're able to take into a bunch of different settings, whether it's work or just life events that are happening for you as well.
And what would you say is your vision for the future of Catholic athletics volleyball?
Yeah, my vision is to consistently compete at the top of the Landmark Conference. I would say it's a privilege that we get to compete against Juniata, who's the reigning national champions for the nation. So we're seeing top level talent just within our conference, and we're also seeing that in our out of conference schedule to get us ready for those tough conference matches. I also want us to make a name for ourselves at the national stage. I want people to know who Catholic volleyball is, and I want it to be a desirable place for people who are looking to play volleyball at that next level as well. So overall, just making a name for ourselves and making us respected within the world of Division III volleyball.
Yeah, absolutely. I think those are great objectives, and I think you're well on your way to achieving them. As we continue on, just looking at the athletics department generally, are there any initiatives or developments that you're most excited about?
Just since I've been here, we have air conditioning, which I know that the gym didn't have before, so I know that's a big win. But that's just one of the facility upgrades of many that are being worked on and thought about for not only the DeFore Center but the campus as well. Kevin Robinson, our athletic director, I know he is coming in I would say he's coming in hot, but in a great way. He wants to make some changes, and I think overall making the student athlete experience better. And the student athletes, they see that, so they see if things are being upgraded and that their experience is being thought about. That's big for them, and I'm really excited to see what else we can do within the department to make it a great student experience for everyone.
I agree. There's a lot of growth potential here, and I think even student athletes, if maybe they won't benefit exactly, it's still beneficial for them to see that we're putting that effort forth, and then they can be proud alumni, and maybe point some future Cardinals our way. Are there any opportunities for athletics alumni to get involved and support current student athletes at Catholic University?
Yes, I would love to have our alumni involved in any way that we can, whether it's supporting us at games, home or away, talking to our team, whether it's in person or through Zoom, about their life experiences and their time at Catholic, or even just like internship opportunities or shadowing, things like that are in the more professional sense would be great. But we're also, this year I'm really excited, we're going to be home for Cardinal weekend, which isn't a typical thing. So we've decided that we're going to celebrate our 2001 championship team for Catholic volleyball. And this is a group that, they played really tough teams and they came out and won the first championship for Catholic volleyball, and we want to recognize them. We're coming up on a reunion for that and excited to get them out here. So even if you're not a part of that program and you're just a Catholic volleyball alumni, we'd still love to have you and celebrate. We're playing against Drew on October 18th, and we'll do an event in the Cardinal room before the game, and then during the game we'll set up some refreshments for them to watch our game and mingle and get to know each other again. And we're just really excited to get them back on campus.
I know that event's gonna turn out really well, and just the general vibe of Cardinal weekend, it'll be a great homecoming for everybody.
Yeah, we're really excited. I know the girls are super excited too to meet people that are a part of our program.
So with your student athletes, how do you kind of balance those athletic demands with personal growth and just really making sure that your girls really get the full Division III balance experience?
Yeah, we as a coaching staff focus on our players as a whole person. We want to focus on obviously having them excel in the gym athletically, but also developing skill sets as leaders. We have leadership committees that they're all a part of and things that they care about, which is nice to see different ideas that they have and ways that they can contribute to our program as leaders. We also prioritize their mental health. Our biweekly check-ins are really important, not only to see how they're doing like mentally, but also do they need any additional support from us, whether it's academically or counseling services or just like a listening ear, someone to talk to. And I think our incoming freshmen especially, this is a new event, like life event for them. So those check-ins really help us with that, making sure that they're transitioning well and feeling like they're welcome and that they have everything that they need to succeed, not only in the volleyball sense, but as a student as well academically.
And that's something that I think the athletic department does really well overall, just destigmatizing that conversation around mental health. So that's awesome that you guys are carrying that on with the volleyball program.
Yeah, we definitely encourage like any of the mental health student athlete events that are on campus. We encourage our team to partake in that, and we take it seriously, and we want to make sure that they're okay and like that they feel supported overall.
Awesome. Casey, can you speak to some of the more rewarding aspects of being a coach and, following up on that, what you hope that your student athletes take away from coming under your guidance and leadership?
Yeah, I think the most rewarding part are the relationships that I'm able to build with my student athletes, not only the trust that we're building on the court, but off the court as well. And again, I really take it seriously that I am a mentor and a coach to them, whether it's in volleyball or academics or life in general. I love being able to build those relationships from the beginning and having them stand throughout time. I still talk to a lot of alumni from other programs that I've coached for, and whether they're a part of coaching staffs that I've been a part of or just friends now, I really enjoy that piece of it. And I love getting to know them as people, getting to know their families, learning how their different personalities can mesh into our program even better. But again, I think them being coachable comes from that trust, and building that relationship at the beginning is what built upon that.
And then is there anything you want them to reflect back and be like, oh, Coach Casey taught me so much about this, or I really had this takeaway from my time at Catholic under her as a head coach?
Yeah, I think overall finding the joy in things. I want them to know that we always talk about being a student athlete is a privilege, and this is something that not everyone gets to do. And really just coming to the gym every day and finding the joy in things, even if you're having a bad day, coming and feeling supported by your teammates and your coaches. So really just like uplifting them overall is something that I really strive to do as a coach.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. So Tyra, I'm going to turn the tables back on you. I just want to know, you were obviously a successful collegiate volleyball athlete, and you're now coming on to our coaching staff at Catholic. What makes you excited about being a part of our coaching staff and our program overall?
Well, I started really just right after you last year, and just kind of wanted to make sure I stayed connected to volleyball. So I, came to you and asked if there was any way I could just help out with the program. And it was very informal last year, just kind of when my schedule allowed. But I can speak to a lot of the same things you were saying about the team, the joy that's very evident in the gym, I can sense strong relationships being built with the girls on the team. And of course, I'm gonna have that love for volleyball through and through. There's nothing that brings me more joy than just even being around it, even not playing myself, and feeling like I have some knowledge that I can pass on and just help the team grow even stronger. So leading into this school year 2025-26, I'm really excited to kind of formalize that relationship a little bit more, really trying to be present at all the practices, all the games that I can, continue building my own relationship with the girls, and kind of getting that trust that you speak of, so that in the past I was kind of just here. Some days they might not know when I'm going to show up, but if I'm more of a consistent force, I think my advice or whatever I have to tell them will come across a little bit stronger. And I'm actually really excited to see you and your craft every day. So I think the season will be great. I think there's a lot of momentum to build off of, and roll cards. I think I'm going to end the interview there before Casey turns any more questions on me. So I'm Tyra Wilson, again, head women's volleyball coach, Casey Burford. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Tyra.